Hey, it's your buddy Peace and Harmony with you here today. We're focusing in a little bit more in depth on the character disordered individual, the narcissist, as well as the psychopathic covert or overt emotional manipulation tactics. Now, a character disordered individual has an insatiable need to have, to have control and power over others. So as you know, most people, they seek to get along with others. They seek to have harmony in relationships. They seek to have the interdependence, the give and take, the back and forth, the homeostasis, the balance in relationships. The narcissist, as well as the psychopath, will engage in covert, which means underneath conscious awareness, or overt emotional manipulation, such as arguing, hostility, yelling, name-calling. Really, you're very much aware of that sort of emotional manipulation. And the emotional manipulation, I would think, is one of the more important and insidious but chronic ways that a narcissist or a psychopath will seek to manipulate, control, and seek to overpower you. So it's very important to identify this, understand how it's working in your relationship, and furthermore separate and get mastery over yourself rather than being mastered by an emotional manipulator. A emotional manipulator will act very much as a puppeteer. A puppeteer, if you've ever remembered, when you were a child and watching the puppet show, they're holding the wood and they're going like this and this and this, and they're moving the puppet. They are moving their arms, they're moving their legs, they're moving their body, they're moving their torso, they're moving their head, and creating an act, creating like a little, stage play, if you will, from a puppeteer. Now, that is very much how, that is very much how a puppeteer or an emotional manipulator will manipulate the thoughts, feelings, and behaviors of the individual with which they seek to overpower and control. They seek to almost take them over. They seem to take over their thought patterns. They seem to take over their beliefs on themselves. They seem to take over their physiology, making them feel anxious, making them feel depressed, making them feel helpless, making them feel weakless, making them feel like they have to live to serve them, satisfy them, content them, and this then becomes a very overpowering relationship dynamic, which is not how relationships are supposed to exist. People are supposed to coexist, interdependent, meaning, accounting and accountability back and forth. Not where it's lopsided, not where it's overhanded, where one person is seeking to overpower, emotionally manipulate, and control others. Forgive me, I have something like, it's just like in my throat or something today. So I'm not sure if it's allergies, so excuse me if I cough. So the emotional manipulation is something that people really don't understand or see it coming in the beginning of the relationship with a narcissist or a psychopath, because in the beginning of the relationship, it was highly pleasurable. This person really stood out to them. This person was so loving, so attentive, so attentive. Excuse me. They're so attentive. They were really made them feel like they were the center of their world, center of everything, that their world actually revolved around them. So that's why this emotional manipulation becomes set in, because in the beginning it looks so attractive. It feels so wonderful. It feels so euphoric. It feels so blissful. And that is really the foundation of the love bombing. The love bombing really becomes the hallmark trait in beginning of the cycle.